Alexa Garcia.
Thornbridge Manor.
Is there gonna be
The
any
Carlisle
security
family's
guards?
home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlisle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlisle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlisle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Hi, I'm FabuRocks, but my family calls me Fabu. I've been creating YouTube videos and live streaming since I was 6 years old. And sorry. Hi, I'm FabuRocks. I've been creating YouTube videos and live streaming since I was 6 years old as a form of therapy that my parents, Mom and Dad, have created for me to overcome my speech delay and learning disability and ADHD. Now that I'm older and overcome many obstacles and challenges, my goal is to support and empower others like me. This is why I'm the founder and leader of the Fabu Army, a clan that supports and empowers young content creators like myself. I'm the youngest Facebook gaming partner and youngest former Mixer partner. I'm sponsored by Turtle Beach, ROCCAT, GFUEL, and Gunners.
If that's your winning face, I'd hate to see you lose.
We underestimated the Constant.
Yeah, he's a glorified desk clerk.
He's not just after the money. He wants it all.
We caught him once, we can do it again. And, well, we're not
His
the ones
face
who
freaks
let him
me out.
escape.
You still don't trust her.
I don't like executive decision makers. Look, you don't have to follow her, you know? Soon, this will be over. Maybe it's time to think about the future. You have to face the possibility that there's no going back. If the ICA knows what you did,
She'll make it right. She always does.
we have a fix on Carlisle. Come on. We've got a plane to catch.
Let's go.
I hope you like the rain, 47.
Miss Burnwood,
How did you...
I have everyone's number. You really ought to know by now.
You planned this? All of it?
Don't be silly. I just played the hand I was dealt.
We'll find you.
You had me. Where'd that get you?
We handed you an empire.
It's for the best. The partners were complacent, set in their ways. But power is more than just security.
I'm so confused.
Providence can be an agent of change. Surely you understand. Or you will. Soon enough.
Or I will. Whoop. Next up, Death in the Family. Dude, I really want to play that one. That one looks fun. Everyone, I think. Oh, frick. Oh, my back hurts. Oh, frick.
She came home.
Carlisle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
I don't know what's Providence. Is that the
Began here,
organization?
and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Oh, but she's an old lady. Aww. Okay, find the case file and then target Alexa Garcia.
Thornbridge Manor.
Is there gonna be any
Carlyle
security
family's
guards?
home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Oh, the camera? I use. And mission stories. Her final resting place. A day to remember. Which one? Means, motive, and opportunity. Her final resting place or a day to remember. Please tell me in the comments down below. Which one sounds the most interesting? I know, her final resting place sounds cooler. Or a day to remember. Not that one. That looks no fun. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay.
This is a private area. Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Who's waiting?
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
Oh, but that sounds so fun though. Nah. I'm still doing my mission. Yeah, screw it, yeah. I don't even intel. It's like they want me to go in, literally.
Mr. Whitmore, front door to your wheel. Can I take you to Madame Carlisle?
Please do.
If you follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary. And all this security. I've never seen a place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all.
I don't have a coin, frick.
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about this
I'm gonna save, give me a sec.
text.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me, said she understood the position I was in. We had a really good talk about it, actually.
What did I tell you?
She's a sensible woman. Now,
Considering
considering
the
your
fact that I
accent,
spotted no less than 2 routes to get inside the house unseen.
What?
Caroline really did a number on you.
I need to get a guard somehow. Or I could just keep on going like this. Screw it. Oh, he's coming to you. He's coming. Okay. I'll get his cover right here, and I'll hide him in the closet. Ooh, I hope they didn't see that. No. He can't. In the trailer, like in the mission, like, oh, sorry. In the frickin' trading, it says that unless they find him, he doesn't wake up.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlisle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Give me a sec. Okay.
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Carlisle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that the staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlisle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Yeah. That's such a weird name, Mr. Fensby. Was that your real name?
Before
Lola?
you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlisle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlisle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Huh. We were thinking the same thing, lady.
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
Okay. Let's investigate his laptop.
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
Okay.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
Peep.
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Mysterious switch. Okay. How should I kill her, Fathead? Should I kill her in the forehead with a gun? Like shoot her in the face? Or should I slit her throat? Decisions, right? I think because I killed the other guy with the knife, I think I'm either gonna push her if I have the chance, or...
Mr. Fernsby, I'm
good,
done with
man.
the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I've prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47.
Okay. Let's go one by one. Gregory Coulson, the guy who looks really ugly. The oldest child of Alexa. Alexa, never mind. Nothing. Gregory is a suspect in the murder of Zachary. Okay. The middle child of Zachary, he's suspected. Okay. The youngest child. The wife of Gregory and the daughter-in-law to Madam. Wait, sorry. Who's the wife? Who's Gregory again? Okay, it's this guy. Okay, she's the wife of him. And daughter-in-law, okay? The son of Emma and Gregory. Gregory. Is this Gregory? Yes, okay. Okay, and then Mr. Fenwell. Okay, this is all the people. Let's go first this one. Okay.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Nah.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Well, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death.
Oh, headaches.
The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Tell me about Zachary.
Okay, give me a sec. Who's Edward? Okay, Edward's the ugly guy. How is he the middle child? He looks more older than this guy. Okay, and then Emma. She seemed like she was having headaches.
Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Okay, I don't think it's him. Emma, I question you, my boy.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
And you,
Rebecca
my
Carlyle,
daughter.
can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Ooh, my butler, my
Anything
boy.
else you want to ask me?
No, I'm good. Is there anything? No, I'm good. Let's see. What else?
Gregory, something's off. Pruitt got word. Listen, Gregory, something's off. Pruitt got word. We all signed the bloody thing 4 days ago.
Oh, dear God, not this again.
So I got hold of the officer. He says it was finalized, but then how can it be withdrawn?
Ooh.
I'm sure it'll sort itself out.
Do you need help? I mean, like, real help?
What up, lady? I wish I could slap you.